All right, good morning to you, meteorologist Joey Sovine here at the Live 5 Alert Desk with an update of your weather here on this first alert weather day. Let's take a look at what's going on outside. Another day where the heat and the humidity, major concern because I know it's been a very prolonged stretch of very hot days. Well, today's going to be, along with tomorrow, probably the peak of the heat. So even a little bit hotter than it was yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before. In fact, this is day 7 in a row of first alert weather days. So it is one of those prolonged stretches where you got to be extra mindful that you got to get in the shade, got to get in the air conditioning as much as possible, and make sure you're staying hydrated. Working outside has been tough this week, and it will be even tougher today and tomorrow. Heat index 105 to 110, approaching 115 in some spots. And because the heat index will just be a little bit higher along the coast and maybe back inland by a few degrees, it does put us to the point where we're at 110 or higher for a couple-hour period of time. So that is why Charleston County and coastal Colleton County is under a heat advisor, along with Beaufort County and points south from there. So up along the coast, that doesn't mean that if you're in Somerville compared to North Charleston, there's going to be a significant difference in the heat this afternoon. There's not. It just means that we get to that threshold for when those heat advisories are issued. Now, heat index over 110 occurred yesterday in some spots along the coast, but we expect it to be a little bit more widespread today. Look how the heat index climbs later this morning into the triple digits and then up close to 110 for most of this afternoon. So be mindful of that. Also want to give you a first alert on this. We do have a slight risk of severe weather on a scale of 1 to 5 as far as that severe weather risk. We are at a 2 for today. So that means that strong to severe thunderstorms are going to be a possibility. I think the best chance will be late this afternoon and even more likely as we head into some period of time during the evening. Models not in great agreement as far as the exact timing of what will likely be a cluster of storms that develop across the Midlands and then march their way toward the coast, almost like what we saw yesterday, just to a little bit of a wider kind of degree where we see those storms a little bit more widespread, and to a little bit of a stronger degree as well, where we do expect maybe a line of severe thunderstorms racing eastward. Now, we do have a moderate chance there of damaging winds. That's going to be our biggest concern out of any storms. There is a very low-end threat of a tornado or hail and even some flooding if it lasts for a little extended stretch, but they should be moving through very quickly. Now, let me show you future tracker. Most of today will be dry, so heat and humidity going to be the problem for the majority of the day, but once we get into the evening hours, look how those storms flare up, and they can produce a lot of lightning, heavy rainfall. So just keep an eye out. As soon as that sky starts to darken, if it does so for you late this afternoon into this evening, go ahead and take cover. These storms will move in very, very quickly. First rumble of thunder out there, head indoors. Now, these storms will eventually push off, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's 1 or 2 storms even tomorrow morning. We're just going to be in a corridor where there's going to be an enhanced chance of some showers and storms perhaps over the upcoming days. Now, there will also be a lot of dry, sunny, hot, and humid time. You can see how that chance of rain goes up late today, but also the temperatures go up. Heat index is going to be around 110 on average today and tomorrow. Minor relief on the way from the heat this weekend. Notice still feels like the triple digits, just not going to be quite as hot as it has been and will be today and tomorrow. So the temperatures this weekend in the low to mid 90s. Out in the tropics, we do have Tropical Storm Don in the North Atlantic. No issue there. That's just kind of meandering around, not really bothering anybody. It's pretty weak. And then a tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa with a 20% chance of development over the next 7 days. Not really worried about that at this point in time. I think our biggest concern, the most threatening concern for us, is that heat and humidity. Highs in the upper 90s inland, low to mid 90s along the coast tonight. Slight chance of rain continues. Partly cloudy, very warm, upper 70s and low 80s. And then tomorrow, right back to where we are today with highs in the upper 90s. Another very hot and humid afternoon. All right, that's a look at your forecast from right here at the Live 5 Alert Desk. Thank you so much for joining us here on this First Alert Weather Day. We'll keep you updated all day long on that heat and humidity. Once again, be extra careful out there, as it is going to be a very hot one, most likely the hottest day in this stretch of weather that's gone all the way back since last Friday. We've had these First Alert Weather Days, but the peak of the heat coming today and tomorrow. Stay safe.